I'm so scared. All I wanted to do was play with you. Please come and play with me. I am so lonely. You're not afraid of the dark, are you? Don't be afraid. Come with me. I will show you where I play hide and seek. Do you want to play hide and seek?
Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Accidental Beauty, or should I say Accidental Spooky. Happy Halloween. This month, as you may have seen in my last video, I'm trying to do, for the entire month of October, I'm trying to do all sort of Halloween costumey makeup videos. Like little project that I've wanted to do for several years now, and I just never had the time. So I'm really trying to make the time this year because it's something that I really do enjoy and something I want to get better at. The only way I can really get better at it is with practice. So I'm trying to practice. Today, as you can see, I did this really cute, spooky, doll themed makeup. This video or this look is actually my submission for the NYX Cosmetics Doll Search 2020. You can check their Instagram for a better explanation, but basically they're doing sort of a doll themed Halloween makeup contest. So this is the look that I created for it. So if you want to see how I did this, then please keep on watching. In true Accidental Beauty fashion, I haven't tried this look out before, so this is just going to be an experiment. So come along for the ride and let's see what happens. Okay, so first off, because I'm going to be putting on a wig later, and because also this is probably going to be a bit messy, I've got my hair back in a braid. It's a good idea to keep your hair out of your face when you're doing makeup tutorials. That's one of my biggest pet peeves of certain influencer types when they have like their hair over their face or they have their bangs in their face, and it's just like, oh my god, you're getting makeup everywhere. Like, stop, you're giving me anxiety. So I want to go for like a very light, almost white base. And I just realized I'm gonna have to do my neck and chest as well, which is super annoying. Anyways, I've got my full coverage foundation. I've got hopefully something that I can use as a palette, and then I'm gonna mix in some white eyeshadow with my foundation and hope that it'll make it lighter. I don't know if this is gonna work. Wow, this is quite heavy. I bought this magnetic stand from Sephora. It's Sephora brand, and the idea is that you put your, if your brushes have like a magnetic end or like a metal end, you can just stick them in and then you can stick your brushes upwards. So I guess it saves space, but I figure I can just use this as one of those stainless steel mixing palettes. If I can actually figure out how to open this. I mean, I really would rather just like this side, but it's got a mirror. And I'm gonna ruin it by putting stuff on here. You know what? Actually, first, I think I'm just gonna glue down my eyebrows because I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with them yet. And at the very least, I could just have them, you know, in place. Eyebrows are sufficiently glued on. I'm just gonna leave all the products listed below. While that is drying, I'm just gonna set that with some powder. I haven't used this foundation in a while. Okay, this is about like 2-ish pumps. I hate destroying palettes, but I'm gonna scrape off some white eyeshadow. I've just got a little bit on here to start off with. It looks like I'm doing drugs. I'm not. So basically, I'm just gonna, you can't really see, but I'm gonna like just sort of scoop it towards the foundation. It really does not want to mix, which totally makes sense because it's powder, and powders and liquids typically don't mix nicely. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna need a lot more to lighten this. So I was using the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette before, now I'm gonna use the BH Cosmetics Modern Mattes. I kind of decided to film this video last minute, and I don't actually have my white Halloween makeup on me. That's at my apartment, and I am not there right now. Okay, you know what? For good measure, I'm just gonna add some, even though it says that there's no pigment in here, I'm gonna add some setting powder. This is actually just drying out my foundation. Let's add a little bit of mixing medium. Okay, just mixed in like 5 drops of that. I'm gonna attempt to put this on my face, and if it doesn't work, I'll probably just end up using foundation. Oh, you know what? I should prime my face first. Use your primer of choice. I'm just gonna use the Smashbox photo finish one. Pretty smooth. I mean, I guess if there's some texture, that's okay because this isn't supposed to be perfect. It's like intentionally messy. Okay, yeah, brush is definitely the way to go. So I'm planning to justify the splotchiness. I don't know if it's even showing up splotchy on camera, but in person it's pretty splotchy. But this is one of those old abandoned dolls from like, 100 years ago or something. So figure, the paint chips and just wear and tear and age. So I want to look like I'm decaying a little bit. I feel like it just kind of adds to the vibe. So I'm sort of swiping on my foundation, but then I don't know, stamping it as well. I want to make sure that I have even coverage. Even though I do want it messy, I want the amount of pigment to be consistent at least. I really just want to cancel out my eyebrows as much as I can. My concealer is lighter toned, so hopefully it'll just lighten the whole thing. And now, because I just want this really smooth, I'm just going to keep using a brush. If I drag, it tends to lift a little bit, so I'm just trying to like stipple it and give it 30 seconds, and then I'm going to set the whole thing with powder. Now I'm going to get started on the eyes, which is like, actually, you know what? I'm going to contour first. Since I set my face, might as well. All right, so I need a really cool tone brown shade, I'm thinking. This one might be good. I really hope this is cool toned enough. So just pretty simple contour. I don't think I want it to be too dramatic. I just kind of want to look a little hollowed out. But I am supposed to look doll-like, so I want to make my cheeks look a little bit rounder. So I'm just going to bring the contour up. Then I'm just going to like sort of lightly go along my jawline just to sharpen it a little bit. Chest décolletage. Makeup has kind of oxidized, which I'm not thrilled about. So I'm just going to maybe add a little bit more. I'm going to put down some concealer and just like whatever leftover foundation I have. So I already have like a fairly large amount of eyelid space, but I'm actually going to try and make my crease a little bit higher. I'm just going to go really simple. I think I'm just going to keep it to like browns. Normally I try and make my eyes like wider, and instead I want to make them look taller. So I'm actually sort of making my crease like a semicircle. It makes my eyes look bigger. I'm trying to make that shape really dramatic because I won't be using circle lenses because your girl has astigmatism. I really need my eyes for work, so I don't want to risk damaging them by getting costume contact lenses from a website that I don't know if they're going to get the exact angle of my eyes, because basically the lens of my eyeball is just a different angle or a different width than normal people. That's what astigmatism is. I would pretty much have to get custom contacts, and I asked my ophthalmologist how much those are for the costume ones, and she's like $200 thereabouts. And I was like, well, like maybe it was $100. Anyways, it was a lot of money for something that I'd only wear a couple times and then I have to change it to be sanitary. And I was like, no way am I dropping that kind of money on something I'm only going to wear like 3 times. So I will have to make do until they lower the price. Kind of happy to keep this super simple. Maybe I'll just smoke it out a little bit more. So I'm going to go into a slightly darker color and then just kind of add shadows, kind of around like the outside of my eye and then underneath. I'm just trying to make my eye look as round as possible. Wow, my eyes are actually looking so much rounder and bigger. All right, I'm gonna just sort of like lightly trace in my eyebrows and then I'll figure out how to do them later. So I'm just gonna use for now a little bit of gray eyeshadow. I want my eyebrows to sit higher than mine normally do and more rounded, like kind of a 1920s film star, like a Betty Boop style. So I'm gonna start where my natural eyebrows go and just kind of do like a crescent shape. Okay, they're not super even, but my eyebrows rarely are. I've kind of mapped out where I want them to go anyways. I'm gonna put on some liquid liner. This is really important to make my eyes look even bigger and to sort of fake the shape of my eyes. So I'm going to use a felt tip eyeliner pen. I'm going to just line my lash line and then stop at the edge of my eye instead of doing a wing like I usually do. I think I'm gonna do a little bit bigger in the center. I want to droop it down because I think it makes your eyes look bigger and cuter. I'm just gonna bring that line down. I'm drawing in a lower lash line, lower than my actual lashes, sort of creating that illusion that my eyes are bigger than they are. One of the most important parts, white eyeliner. First I'm going to start on my waterline and then I'm going to drag it below my lash line, lining up to where this line on the outside of my eye ends. And already my eyes look massive. All right, so I'm going to let that sit for a minute and I'm going to put on some blush. I definitely want something matte and I want something bright. So I'm going to sort of focus it on the apples of my cheeks and then go maybe a little further up. And I think I'm just going to completely skip highlighter because I really want the porcelain paleness of this to come through. Kind of overdid it on blush, but oh well. All right, let's fix these eyebrows, shall we? I kind of like the gray, so I think I'm going to stick with that. Maybe I'll mix in a little bit of black just because the gray was a little bit light in pigmentation. Okay, I'm gonna finish up my eyes later, but right now I'm gonna add some cracks. I think I kind of want to like trace out the area first just because I'm nervous. All right, I'm gonna take my eyeliner pen again. So I'm just drawing random lines on my face to sort of simulate cracks because, again, this is supposed to be like an old porcelain doll. And then to further simulate the crackness, just kind of in the center of where those lines meet, I'm filling that in so it really looks like the porcelain is breaking and you can see whatever color is actually underneath the doll's face. Okay, I'm going to stop touching these cracks because I feel like the more I do, the worse it's going to get, and I'm already hating it. All right, next, do I want red lips or I think I want dark lips? Let's do dark lips. But first, let's finish the eyes. So I'm going to curl my lashes. Before I continue, I think I'm just going to put some white eyeshadow on my lids just to make them pop a little bit more. All right. This is looking really good. Okay, I'm gonna put on some mascara and then false lashes, and then we'll be back for the lipstick, and yeah, we're almost done. I just finished off the mascara on the other eye. I just kind of touched up the white eyeliner because it was fading a little bit and I just wanted it a bit more intense. I also extended the white eyeliner kind of towards like the inside part of my eye. Yeah, so I also just kind of brought the white eyeliner right to like the very corner of my eye. It's all about like creating the illusion that your eyes are bigger than they are, so white or a light eyeliner color just makes your eyes look bigger. That's about it. So now my lashes, I've already trimmed them. I'm gonna attempt to also put on bottom lashes just to look more doll-like. And those are just gonna be like scraps of old lashes. These ones are very like plasticky, but I'm hoping they'll make my eyes look more doll-like. I think I put this on the wrong way. I'm gonna fiddle around with these and then I'll be back to do the lips. Okay, lashes are on. Just had to kind of fiddle with them a little bit, but I'm so happy with the way that this look is coming along. All right, now I just wanted to show you guys how I'm gonna attempt to put on these bottom lashes. I don't know if this will work. I really hope it won't disrupt my makeup. Basically, whenever I use a pair of new lashes and I'm just trimming them to fit my eyes, I like to keep the pieces that I cut off if I can, because they make really good accessories for looks like this. It's a little long because these are from top lashes, but I think it really gives it that doll-like effect. I wanted to do red lips because I feel like that's more classic, but because my dress is purple, I figured I might as well do a dark purple lip to match. And this one is actually from NYX. This is the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick in the shade Oh Put It On. Okay, so with a lot of doll looks, there's sort of a a very tiny mouth. The lips are tall, but they're not wide. So I'm going to try and do that. Oh, and the upper lip area is very pronounced. You'll see what I mean in a second. So I'm going to like overdraw them a little bit in the front and on the bottom, but just keep the lips pretty small. I'm going to give that a minute to dry. I'm going to put on my wig and then I'll be back to show you the final look. So this is the final look. I am so happy with the way that this look turned out, and it really makes me want to do more looks like this in the future. And if that's something that you want to see here on my channel, then you could really help me out by subscribing and turning on notifications, and that way you'll get updated every time I post a new video. Also, let me know in the comment section below if there's a specific look you'd like me to attempt to do. I'm limited in my supply of special effects makeup, so I can't do anything too crazy. I'm thinking of getting some cream color makeup, but I don't know if I really want to invest in fake blood and all that because it gets really messy and I probably wouldn't use it that often. So not sure yet, but if there is something really cool, I might consider it. Also, don't forget to check out my quick tutorial on Instagram. Probably, I imagine by the time this video goes up on my YouTube channel, the contest will probably be over, but in case I didn't mention it earlier, this look is my submission for the NYX Doll Search 2020. It's like a doll-themed Halloween makeup contest run by NYX Cosmetics. So I imagine by the time this video goes up, it'll be the voting period. So I'd love it if you could just check out my video on Instagram anyways. And while you're there, feel free to like some of my other posts, and I would also love it if you could follow me there. That would really help me out. Also, don't forget to follow me on TikTok and Twitter. I'm not super active on Twitter. I'm trying to get more active on TikTok, and often I'll post some like sneak peeks and stuff of projects, videos that I'm working on for my YouTube channel. So if you want to see some sneak peeks, then follow me over there. That's about all I have to say. I'm just thrilled with the way that this look turned out, and I'll see you guys next time. Okay, yeah, I really don't like this lighting, so I guess we will switch to there. I suppose.